All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn with GrowinGreen, and it's a beautiful February day here at the end of February, and it is the time to prune your Crape Myrtles. Oh my God. This is what we call Crape Murder. You know, this is just a plant that's more than likely grown out of place. These look like natches, I can tell by the bark. You know, Crape Myrtles are beautiful. They bloom in August through September, but the bark is always beautiful. And this is more of your proper pruning technique that you see here. You don't really need to commit murder, where you really don't want to. I wouldn't even remove any of this year, but you can see from past prunings, if you take anything more than, say, your fingertip, the size of a finger, you're going to end up with these knuckles, and then you're going to get a whole lot of these new shoots that are a lot smaller. Now, what I would do if I was going to prune this is probably come up about a foot above each one of those, and don't take anything any bigger than your fingertip. And you're going to push out a lot of new growth, because the Crape Myrtle does bloom on the new wood. And you can see there's a lot of Crape Myrtles in this neighborhood. This is a hack job on this one down here. As you can see, this is not a good pruning job on this Crape Myrtle. And it put out a lot of the bottom shoots. So if you're going to do some pruning, I would clean out a lot of these the smaller growth, a lot of the what appears to be sucker growth. Anything that's touching, you know, separate that and clean that up. That's a hack job too. Both of these are myrtle. This is probably an ideal way to keep your Crape Myrtles, where you don't do a lot of pruning. It's not really necessary. Some folks will tell you that the Crape Myrtle needs to be pruned every year to produce a lot more blooms. That's just not true. And you really don't even have to remove those seed pods, because as the new growth comes out, those are going to fall right off, slough off anyway. So let's go around and look at some knuckles. All right, folks, you see, this is what I'm talking about with the fists. These are scarred areas. This is from pruning these Crape Myrtles back year after year after year. And as you can see, there's even some hack job up in here. But if it's bigger than your finger, you probably shouldn't take it at all. They'll just look fine. But look at this knuckle pattern here. It's from scar tissue on these trees. And they've really taken back everything. Here's one I would probably suggest more to do, but this one's been hacked as well, as you can see that. And they've left about a foot above the knuckle on that. And, you know, it's going to bloom. It's going to bloom on the new wood. But, you know, it's a matter of personal preference. These are large, and they're beautiful. This is more than likely natches, the white. Beautiful bark all the time. But that knuckle that you see, you know, that's something. Some people might call it just ugly, but, you know, it's from hacking them. And anyway, let's go look at some other ones that are really in bad shape. Well, now, these were hacked last year, and they have not pruned them back this year, but I suppose there might be an intention to come and hack these pretty badly back to some of the new growth. And you see how this witch's broom effect happened here, where a lot of these smaller twigs have sprouted out. You know, this is Crape Murder at its best. Now, Crape Murder doesn't often kill the plant, it just makes it ugly, in my opinion. So it's a matter of personal preference anyway, but these, in my opinion, probably should have never been pruned at all. And they'd be just fine and more healthy than it getting hacked. And then now we're going to see the scarring and the monkey paw. All right, folks, just want to share that with you. Now I'm going to show you a properly pruned one. All right, folks, now a Crape Myrtle can range in size anywhere from 5 feet to up to 30 feet in height. And so you want to plant the right variety for the spot. But this one here, as you can see, has been properly pruned, not taking any more wood than something the size of your finger. And you're not going to end up with that knuckle growth. Try to make your cuts as clean as possible. Clean them up so that no branches are touching. As you can see, Jeff's done a great job on these. We're over here at Canterbury School. And you can really end up with a beautiful specimen. Now, it'd been great if he would have just left this alone and never topped it at all, and they would be fine. But since they're pruning them, this would be the proper technique I think I would employ. All right, folks, Crape Murder. It's that time of year again. Tommy Cowett, GrowinGreen, signing out.